All right, folks. All right. So I'm back. And you know what's funny? Actually, very ironic is that I told you in the last video that you shouldn't record for more than 10 minutes tops. And my first video was 12 minutes. And I decided to keep the 12 minutes because I thought it was engaging. So I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. And these things happen. Okay. I hope it was engaging enough to keep your attention for the whole 12 minutes. And I'm back with video 2 to ask you, did you think about the 3 elements you need before you start recording your asynchronous lessons? And I will try to keep this second video shorter. Anyway, so what are those elements? I'm going to show you the elements here, at least the ones that I thought are very necessary, that we should really have them in mind when we are recording the videos. And they are, so the first thing is keep it simple. Keep it simple. What I'm doing here basically is, a PowerPoint presentation. I'm using Zoom to record myself against the wall here. So very simple. I don't need very complicated, elaborate scenarios or anything like that. Make your life simpler. I didn't edit the first video because I thought it was good enough, even though it took me a little while to, stop the recording. So you can see the last minute, I'm just looking for, okay, where do I stop this? It's okay. I don't need to edit that because then it will give me something extra to do, something else to do, and then it's not that simple, right? Also, use what you have. A lot of teachers have been asking, but I don't have the best equipment. I don't use what you have. It's an emergency now. What we are doing, folks, remember what we are doing is actually called, it's not even called online teaching. It's called emergency remote teaching. Use what you have just to keep things going, okay? If you don't have a very good computer, use your cell phone. It might be better. Or, if your cell phone doesn't work very well, use your computer. I'm using Zoom right now. That might work better. If you have someone in the house, hopefully quarantining with you, use their cell phone if it's better than yours, okay? I don't have a tripod. Doesn't matter. Use books to hold your cell phone, I'm using here, I'm not going to show you what I'm using, but I'm just going to tell you that I'm using here like a suitcase, a big suitcase, and my computer is on top of it because it's the perfect height for me, okay? That's it. Use what you have. And reuse your videos. So I started my video with, hello folks, hello teachers, hello something, I didn't say English teachers or anything like that because I know that in the future, if I have an online course, if I create an online course and I'm probably be teaching teachers, I can use the same video because I referred to them as teachers, so that's okay. If I say hello English teachers from whatever school, then this video is only good for you, right? So be general. Try to make sure that you reuse your videos, label your videos according to their content, not necessarily the audience, okay? And then you can rewatch them and say, oh, this is actually good. I can use this for this audience as well. So let's get down to business. I'm going to give you some tips on how to be simple. I mentioned a couple of things already. I want you to pause the video and try to think of, in your context right now, what does it mean to keep it simple? Okay, so pause the video, think about it. Okay, hopefully you paused the video. I'm going to give you some tips, and that will be the end of our second video. But I have something cool for you to do at the end. I have a task for you, okay? So let's take a look. The first thing is create a fun and engaging scenario. You don't need a lot of things, folks. See, I have those paintings behind. I have the wall. Really, it's not really fun. It's not really engaging. It does its job. You, on the other hand, you'll be teaching kids, so you have to create something colorful, something that kids will, whoa, this is nice. I really want to watch this. So you can do that with elements, with things you have in your house, okay? If you cannot do that, if you think I don't have anything in my house, you can improvise. You can get maybe a bed sheet, for example, and then you can just, use the wall, then put the bed sheet up the wall. You can use something to hold it on the wall. You can attach things, maybe stickers or flashcards or something like that. Use colors, use something nice. You should also think about the acoustics. So I'm speaking directly here, like in front of my computer, so the sound is okay. I know the audio is actually, the volume is high enough for you to listen to me. That's more engaging. When you're very distant from your computer or your cell phone, that might be a problem. You're going to have to speak very loudly, or maybe it won't work very well, unless, of course, you have a microphone. And I have a microphone. I'm not using it now because it's not necessary here. Or you can use two cell phones. You can use one to film yourself, the other one to record your voice, and you can keep that cell phone closer to you. The problem is you're going to have to edit the video with the audio file. And if you don't know how to do that, it's not simple. It's going to take some time. I know because I can do it. It's actually simple for me because I've learned it. But then if it's too complicated for you, don't do it. Okay? Just try to be as close as possible to your device. If you want to show your whole body, just make sure you close all the doors and windows so that the acoustics is okay. Put the camera in the horizontal position. Don't film like this. Film like this, okay? That's much better. You can see more of the scenario. I think it looks better. It looks great. And this is only for, Instagram stories and some other apps or social media that we use. Also, like I said before, use books to hold the camera. You don't need to have a tripod or anything professional. I do have a couple of tripods, the small ones, but they're so small that I actually have to use books to put them on top of books. So, I could have just used books, I think, unless you have a big one, a nice professional tripod, make your life easier. You should also think about the music player for the listening, because it's nice if you know how to integrate the audio of whatever you want to play, the listening, for example, or a song. It's great if you can integrate the audio, because then the quality is going to be super. But if you cannot do that, a very easy fix, a very easy solution, you get I don't know if you have CD players. They're kind of old now, but we still have CD players. But you can use your memory stick, right? Or you can get a computer next to your camera, and then you can play the song there loud, put the volume high, and the device should capture the sound okay. So you can do that. You don't need to use special effects. You can, yeah, go for it if you know how to do them, to do that, but you don't have to, because that takes time. For you to edit everything, it will take time. But it's very nice for you to add some cuts and some transitions. So if you know how to edit, that's wonderful. Okay, now what's the surprise? This video is the surprise. We're going to analyze her video. I posted the link. I just want you to watch the 3 first minutes of her video, okay? You don't have to watch the whole thing. It's a 14-minute video, but I want you to analyze the elements that she uses, and I want you to tell me why you think she kept it simple or not. Did she keep it simple? Okay, she's a great teacher. I love her. You should watch more of her videos. Follow her on YouTube. Subscribe to her channel. But come back after you watch the video. Come back and tell me why you think she kept it simple or not, okay? And that's the end of video 2, and I probably passed the 10-minute mark. I'm sorry. I'm gonna work on that, okay? So see you in a bit.